Hello everybody, welcome to another Swoosh English and Kinetics IELTS speaking class. My name is Grace and I will be your teacher for today. I can see that we have a few students coming in to join for the class today, so that's great. I am going to bring in Jennifer from Kinetics, and she is going to talk a little about the IELTS scholarship that's on offer and everything that you can get from your package. So let me just bring her in and say good morning. Hi, Jennifer.
Hello. Good morning, Grace. How are you?
Yeah, I'm okay, thank you. Not too bad. I haven't got my cup of tea with me today, unfortunately.
Oh no. Well, I am drinking my coffee, and I can't tell if there's an internet shortage on my end or where it's coming from. So bear with me. I'm sorry about that.
Sure.
Seems like you're cutting out a little, so it's probably on my end. Well,
okay.
Thank you for having me. My name is Jennifer Olchen-Bruns. I'm the IELTS support specialist here at Kinetics USA. We are having this live class, which is wonderful. We do this every other week, every other Friday, which is great. This is always posted in our Telegram group. And Grace is so kind to have me on for a couple of minutes while I just go over a few things about Kinetics and what we have to offer here with your IELTS review package, which is kind of nice. I will just go over a couple things. We'll start out with our success path. We have our success path that sort of walks you through a couple of steps, what you'll be doing, a few phases. The first one is your NCLEX. If you have not already passed your NCLEX, that's not a big deal. Don't have any worries there. We will help get you passed through your NCLEX, okay? Your second phase to the success path is the preparation for your interview. So this is where we get you all set up and geared up and ready to interview. So I know it can be a little nerve-wracking and nervous for some, but don't you worry, you'll breeze right through it, and before you know it, you will have your job offer in the USA. So that's kind of exciting. So the third, the third phase is the visa framework. And what does that look like? You're looking at a TN visa or your green card. It really matters. It depends. I'm sorry, my apologies. It depends on a few different things, and your case specialist will be able to go over that with you. We're also looking at your licensing and credentialing. Your English exam is obviously why you're here, and that is a big one, your IELTS exam. So you need to pass that. After you've passed your NCLEX, you will be handed off to me, and we will get you to pass your IELTS exam, hopefully the very first time. That's what this is designed to do, Swoosh English. So it's kind of exciting. Our phase 5 is the get ready plan. What does that consist of? So you're looking at your financial and your language things to get in order. So I know the finances are a big one. The language is always there. And you're going to prepare for your transition. It can be very scary and exciting at the same time. If you follow us on Facebook, which I really hope you do, our Kinetics Facebook page, Swoosh, it's pretty exciting. Miko is one of the newest nurses, and he is posting every day about his new adventures here in the USA. So if you've not had a chance to meet with Miko, he's very friendly. It's just nice to see the nurses moving here and enjoying their life, and that's what they're doing. Posting every day. He's posting every day. He's with a sister, so it's really neat to see that there is light at the end of the tunnel. And the arrival sequence. You're looking at your orientation. You've got your training, housing, and spouse support. I know housing is a big one. That's always a common question in your WhatsApp group. I always see that come up. So that's probably scary as well. That's probably exciting at the same time. Where are you going to be living when you get here? I can't imagine moving to a new country and learning all of that. So, and your 7th phase and your success path is just to enjoy and prosper. And that's what Miko and many other nurses are doing right now. They move here, and he's actually in St. George. I don't know about today, but He's not in St. George. Don't listen to me. He's in Savannah, Georgia. So that's exciting. So he's right on the coast of Georgia. And the weather has been pretty great here. So what are we looking at? Kinetics, IELTS programs, and assets. Complimentary IELTS review course. We have 100% all exclusive IELTS review. We have partnered up with Swoosh English. They're pretty amazing. And all of this is included, which is very exciting. This is not your exam. This is just your review, which is great. Free IELTS classes weekly, and that's what this is. Exactly what Grace is doing. We provide these classes all throughout the week. We've got a couple on Monday and Tuesday. We've got a new Grammar Essential class that I keep saying new, but it still seems new. So on Wednesday and Friday, and a couple more classes on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. It's all throughout the week. And we post the schedule. So you have to make sure, really the easiest way, we post the schedule all the time in the Telegram group, because I know everyone's busy and they've got their own lives. And sometimes if it's right in front of you versus having to log into something else to try to, chase that link, if it's right in front of you, sometimes just clicking on it, you'll go. So make sure you're in our Telegram group. Free study groups and study partners. Again, make sure you're in the Telegram group. This is the easiest place to find a study partner and or group. We'll set you up with that. Free Facebook group. We are on our Kinetics Swoosh IELTS support group. You want to make sure you are in that. I know there's a handful of people who are waiting to be approved, and it's very handy in the Telegram group as well. If you've asked to join, just let me know and I can get you directly in. Sometimes that's faster than trying to, weed through everyone. So that's always a really nice benefit. We have a WhatsApp group and the Telegram group. The WhatsApp group we outgrew, which was really great. That was a little group of, you could only have 250 people, and it's amazing how big we are going. We're almost 1,000 people in the group, which is exciting. So it just keeps growing and growing in the Telegram group. And that's where you'll learn tips and tricks. And, all the other nurses in there are struggling too, or they've just passed, and they'll be able to give you some really good sound advice on how you're going to pass your IELTS exam the first time. You also are provided with Kinetics IELTS support specialist, who is me. I'm always here trying to help and encourage and just give you helpful advice. I get questions all the time. The best place is also for that. Also the Telegram group. Anything I can help you with, I will lead you in the right direction if I can't answer the questions. Monthly IELTS raffle. We do offer a raffle at the end of every month. And we've got another one coming up at the end of I said next month, I meant next week. That'll be like next Friday. I think the date maybe is the 27th. Don't quote me on that. We will have another raffle. So whoever is active in the review automatically gets a chance for their name to be drawn out of the hat. And a lot of people ask, how do I qualify, or how do I sign in, or something like that? How do I join the raffle? Just being active. Stay active in your Telegram group. Stay active in your milestones. Okay, those are checked on a daily basis, where your progress is with that. Writing corrections. You want to join all the live classes that you can. There's the recording classes that you can do at the end. We offer the mock exams at the end of your review. There's a lot of different ways that we are able to tell whether or not you're active in your review or not. And that is really the best chance right now for you to win. Sometimes I know there's a lot of people who want to win the raffle, and I always get people asking how can they win? So really that's the best way. Your name will automatically be in there. And then Arabella and I, our little mascot for Kinetics USA, will draw the name next Friday. So that's kind of exciting. Grace, that is very exciting. What do we have? What do we have?
Okay. Oh no, go on, Jennifer. I'll let you keep going.
Okay. We've got our IELTS scholarship program. What does that consist of? Well, you're looking at 8 modules with 8 milestone tests. So you definitely want to go in order. try not to jump around your review at all if possible. We would like you to stay 1 through 8. And like it says at the end, has your milestone test, and it will let you know what you have scored at. If you're not comfortable with that score, feel free to retake that milestone test again, which I commonly see people doing that, which is perfectly okay. 20 writing corrections are also included in your review in your dashboard. So once you log in, you will see your dashboard, and you will see recorded classes in there. You will see writing corrections. You will see your mock essays. All your information will be in your Swoosh account after you log in. Like I just mentioned, your recorded live classes from IELTS examiners like Grace herself. And we have a few others too. So your mock exams, your sample essays, speaking partner, I already mentioned. You will find that the easiest way for us to get you situated in that is the Telegram group. Let us know your location so we can try to get you set up with someone in your time zone is really the best thing. And around the clock support from Swoosh and Kinetics, which is very true. So I woke up this morning to a whole lot of questions, and I just try to answer the questions accordingly in the order that they are received. So thank you for your patience, and that is really the best place to do that. So head over to Swoosh Kinetics USA and sign up today. We'll get you going. It's kind of exciting, and that's what we're doing around here. We've got a lot going on with Kinetics and Swoosh English.
Thank you so much, Jennifer. Very informative as always. Thank you so much for that. And yeah, good luck to everybody applying for the scholarship and entering the raffle. That was definitely a very exciting feature that's involved in that. So yeah, thank you so much, Jennifer.
All right. Well, thank you. And you have a wonderful day. Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a great class.
Thank you. We're going to begin the class now, but just thanks again to Jennifer, and we will see you again next week in our next IELTS.
Sounds great.
Thank you so much. Have a nice day. Bye. Okay, so thank you so much to Jennifer for joining us. I can see that we have a few people joining on YouTube and Facebook. Hello, Mohammed, Ismail, and Tahir. Very nice to have you with us. And also I can see we have some people joining in the class, so that's great. We'll have a chance in a little while for you to do some practice IELTS speaking. So let's begin. Okay, so in today's class, we're going to be focusing on vocabulary, looking at how to upgrade your vocabulary so that you can demonstrate a wide range in your IELTS speaking test. And we're going to focus on some adjectives and idioms that you can use in your speaking to upgrade your language, okay? And I just wanted to say hello to Marcus on Facebook. I can see you've written a lovely message. Thank you, Marcus. Okay, now, as always, we're going to start by looking at the assessment criteria. So as you can see, we have 4 areas that we're going to be thinking about while we're doing our speaking practice. We've got pronunciation. So was the speaker's pronunciation accurate, natural, and easy to understand? Fluency and coherence. So did the speaker speak at a natural pace? So not too fast, not too slow. Quite often people think in order to be considered fluent, they have to speak very fast. That's not the case. It's more about speaking at a natural pace. And did they use language to logically connect ideas? Grammatical range and accuracy. So did the speaker use a range of grammatical structures accurately? And finally, lexical resource. So did the speaker use a range of appropriate vocabulary accurately? So these are the questions I'd like you to have in mind when you are listening to your classmates do their practice speaking today. But as I mentioned, in particular, we're going to focus on this one. So lexical resource. We're going to look at how you can make sure you are using a wide range of appropriate vocabulary accurately. Okay, so I'm going to begin with a question. How can you demonstrate a range of vocabulary in IELTS speaking? So I would like you in the chat, in the comments, to have a think and then write your ideas. How do you think you can demonstrate a range of vocabulary? What can you do? I can see Ismail said, I am a big fan of idioms. Yes, well, I'm glad. I'm also a fan of idioms. I'm glad you are too, Ismail. And yes, that's a good example to kick us off. Idioms. So you don't want to use too many, of course. You don't want it to sound unnatural. But yes, using idioms is definitely a way of demonstrating a range of vocabulary. Let's see, I can see that Jay has put paraphrasing. Okay, yes, so sometimes if you have a question, paraphrasing the question is a good idea. So instead of just repeating the question using the same words that the examiner used, you can demonstrate your range of grammar and vocabulary by paraphrasing the question. So yes, Jay, that's a very good idea. Has anyone else got an idea? So we've got idioms, paraphrasing. Okay, I'll let you still think on that, okay? One of the things I wanted to add was thinking about the adjectives you use to describe feelings or events, how you felt about something. A lot of the time in part 2, you're going to be telling a story. And when you're telling this story to the examiner, you want to upgrade your vocabulary. So instead of saying, oh, it was a good day, or I felt happy, how can we upgrade those adjectives good and happy? Maybe it was a spectacular day, or I felt absolutely incredible. Yeah. So that is one of the most obvious ways that you can upgrade your vocabulary. Taking words like good, nice, happy, sad, and upgrading them with more interesting adjectives. So, oops, let's take a look then. So, we're going to talk about describing positive emotions first and some more interesting vocabulary you can use. Okay. So, firstly, adjectives, positive adjectives to describe how you feel. So if you want to say, when I'm with this person or in this place or doing this activity, I feel what? Please, everyone, in the comments, in the chat, some more interesting words to say happy or more interesting words to describe a positive emotion. Oh, Barsa said captivated. That's lovely. I love that. Captivated is an excellent word. Very good. So yes, captivated, meaning that you are very interested in something. Jay, pleased. Yeah, you could say pleased. I think we can probably use a word that's even more for happy if you want to really emphasize how happy you are. Pleased is maybe one up from feeling okay about something. It's reasonably neutral, but you are right, Jay. It's better than saying happy. It's a bit more different, isn't it? Let's see. Oh, Ismail said over the moon. That's a lovely idiom. Over the moon, meaning very, very happy. Yes. Peter, you have predicted one of my words. You've said delighted. That was going to be one of mine, so well done. Ismail said thrilled. Okay, keep them coming, everybody. I'm going to add a few of my own. I had elated. So elated meaning extremely happy. Okay, so maybe you could say, I met an old friend who I hadn't seen for a long time and I felt elated, like so happy and excited. Delighted, so, oops. So yes, we've already had delighted mentioned by Peter, so well done, Peter. Delighted, of course, meaning very happy again. Thrilled, so Ismail, you said thrilled. Again, thrilled meaning very happy, almost in an excited way. I feel thrilled. Maybe if someone gives you a lovely birthday present, so you can talk about that and say, I felt thrilled to receive this birthday present. Uplifted is a good one for if you're feeling, well, if you think uplifted, you feel in a very good mood. Okay, something's made you feel really great, really happy, optimistic, perhaps. Okay, let's have a look at another one. I've got ecstatic. I can see that Janine has put ecstatic. So well done, Janine. You predicted one of my words. Ecstatic, of course, meaning very, very, very happy again. So all of these words that I've put here are alternative to describing a positive emotion, feeling very happy. So in your IELTS Part 2, if you are going to describe a happy event, a birthday party, a memorable holiday, you know, often you'll be describing positive events or positive things, and you'll want to talk about your emotions. These are just some ideas that you can use instead of saying, I felt happy or I feel happy. Okay, going on to the next one. Describing positive moments. Okay, so now instead of saying how you feel, actually describing the experience or the event or the holiday, what can we say to describe those positive moments in our life instead of saying good? So instead of saying, I went on holiday to France, it was good. Let's try and impress the examiner with some more interesting adjectives. What have we got? So anyone in the class want to write in the chat? Anybody watching along on Facebook or YouTube, please write in the comments. So Bath has said breathtaking. That's an excellent one, Basa. Yeah, if something is breathtaking, it's so amazing, it takes your breath away. We often use it to describe a beautiful view, something in nature perhaps we see that's very beautiful, like a mountain maybe. Jay said one of a kind. I like that. You could say the experience was one of a kind. So never have I experienced something like this before. It was very different. That's good, Jay. One for the books. I like that, Michelle. Okay, we've sort of crept into idiom territory here. So yes, I love that you're all writing some idioms. Those are great. Okay, I can see Zane has written picturesque. That's a lovely word. Again, we often use that word for describing views or beautiful natural scenes. We might say a picturesque. Lanny said cherished. Ah, yes, you can say it's a cherished memory, a memory I cherish. So that's something that means a lot to me. Good, Lanny. Selena, I can see you've put mesmerized, which is a lovely adjective to describe a feeling. So you could say, I felt mesmerized. But if you wanted to describe the experience, you would say mesmerizing. Okay, so the view was mesmerizing, but very good. Okay, let's have a look. I can see some more ideas coming through. Let me share mine with you. So I've got phenomenal, meaning amazing, or very, very, very amazing. Phenomenal. We had a phenomenal time. Out of this world. Okay, so amazing that this is kind of an idiom really, but so amazing, I've never seen anything like it in this world. Okay, you could use it to describe food maybe. The food at the restaurant was out of this world. Yeah. Outstanding, again, very amazing, particularly amazing, outstanding. Yeah, the holiday was outstanding. Extraordinary, meaning unusual or different, but usually this has a positive connotation. Yeah, you could say the view from our hotel was extraordinary. Yeah, so that could be used in a positive way. And we've got magnificent to describe something that looks incredibly beautiful. Okay, so you might often would associate this word with like a lion or something. Lions are magnificent animals. Okay, but you can use it to talk about something that is just really incredible to look at. Okay, let's see the other suggestions I've got coming through. Fantastic, of course, Ariane Marie. Yes, fantastic is a much better adjective than good. Exceptional, yes, very good. Peter said blast. Okay, Peter, you can say we had a blast to mean we had a really good time. You can't say the experience was a blast. Oh, actually, yes, you can. Sorry, the experience was a blast. You can say that. It's more common to say we had a blast, but yes, very good. Okay, let's move on to idioms. Okay. Now, some people have already mentioned idioms. Michelle and Jay, you already gave me very good idioms for expressing positive emotions, but can anyone think of some more idioms to express how happy you were or how excited? So I think that, Michelle, you said one for the books. That's a good one. Okay, anyone else think of some? Oh, well done, Michelle. Yeah, over the moon. I think actually that was my first example, so well done. Over the moon is an idiom that expresses you are very happy. Yes, Jay, on cloud nine. I think I have that example as well. You are predicting my my idioms here. Yes, on cloud nine, it means I was very, very happy. Ismail said, we had a whale of a time. I love that one. That's really good. So if you're describing to the examiner an event you went to, a holiday, or some kind of fun activity, we had a whale of a time is great. Let me share mine. So on cloud nine, thank you, Jay. On top of the world is another one, meaning the same thing, very happy. You could say in high spirits, thrilled to bits, as happy as Larry. Okay, Michelle, I didn't have over the moon, so well done. As happy as Larry is another one. So all of these idioms can be used to express happiness, okay? Peter said butterflies in your stomach. Yes, so that can be positive. It can be negative. If you say I had butterflies, it can be like you're very nervous, but it can also mean you're nervous with excitement. I had butterflies, so that could be a positive one, yes. Okay, now very quickly, we are going to go through some negative adjectives and idioms. It's probably more common that you're going to be talking to the examiner about a positive experience in part 2, but you might want to use some negative adjectives occasionally. So now we're thinking an alternative to bad. Instead of saying I felt bad, or maybe more extreme ways to say I felt scared or I felt sad. Okay. Oh, Basa, emotionally drained. That's excellent, Basa. Yeah, you could say if you had a really long, hard day, a difficult experience, I felt emotionally drained. Good, Jay. Yes, hopeless. That's a really good one. I felt hopeless. Okay, keep them coming, everybody. Let me just share some of mine. I've got petrified to mean very, 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 very scared. Okay, I felt petrified. So instead of saying I felt scared, I felt petrified. Apprehensive. So this is meaning I felt nervous. So maybe you're talking about a time where you had to do something difficult, you had a challenge to do, and you felt apprehensive about it, you were nervous. Furious, meaning very, very angry. So maybe you are describing a time, again, a difficult time where you felt angry. You could say, I felt furious. Dejected, so this is a little bit like if you're feeling very down, a little bit depressed maybe, perhaps something's happened to make you lose all of your motivation and you feel very low, dejected. Humiliated, if you're talking about a time when you were embarrassed, perhaps you could say humiliated, usually if it happens in public, okay? Now let's have a look at everyone's ideas. Devastated is a very good one. Well done. Down in the dumps. Ismail, you have predicted one of my idioms. Very good. You can say frustrated. Yes, these are all excellent ideas. Lanny, tedious wouldn't be I felt, okay, because that's describing the situation. So you could say the party was very tedious. So the party was boring, but you can't say I felt tedious, okay? But let's have a look now then. Okay, describing negative moments. So this one, Lanny, you could say the experience or the event was tedious. Okay, so adjectives to describe negative moments, experiences, events. What have we got? Let's have a look. I can see Janine's put perplexed for feelings. Yeah, perplexed is a good one. I like that. What about if we're describing negative moments? So instead of saying the experience was boring or bad, how can we upgrade bad? Barsa said horrible. Yeah, a horrible experience. Much better than saying bad. Okay. The event was embarrassing, the worst ever. Chaotic. I like that. So Selena, annoyed is how you feel. Like I felt annoyed. The event or the experience was annoying. Okay. Good. Let me share mine. Keep them coming though. Okay, I've got terrifying to talk about something very scary. So perhaps you're talking about a time you went to a theme park and you went on a roller coaster and it was terrifying. Awful, meaning bad. Okay, so that's a better word you can use instead of bad. Alarming, so something is almost surprising but makes you feel a bit worried, like worrying, okay? Maybe I saw something in the street, it was alarming, it made me feel worried. Catastrophic, so really, really, really bad. Almost a failure, it was terrible, everything went wrong, catastrophic. And horrifying, again, just another word to say really bad and almost in a surprising way. Okay, for example, I went to a wedding, everything went wrong, the bride fainted, it rained, it was horrifying. Okay, Michelle says nerve-wracking. I like that. That's good, Michelle. Yes, you could say it was a disaster. It was horrible. Well done. Okay, finally, let's look at some idioms. I've already seen a few in the chat. So idioms for expressing negative emotions. So instead of saying, I felt bad, what could we say? So let's have a look and see idioms to express something negative. Maybe I will begin and then you guys can add in the chat and in the comments as I go along if you think of something. I've got at my wit's end. If you're at your wit's end, you've had enough. You don't know what to do. Maybe people have been driving you crazy all day. You've been trying to make a situation better, but it just hasn't worked. And now you're at your wit's end. You don't know what to do. You almost want to give up. Okay. Bored out of my mind. So if you're telling the examiner about something you went to that was very boring, instead of saying, I was bored, you could say, I was bored out of my mind. It's a nice idiom there. Down in the dumps, I think somebody already mentioned this one, down in the dumps, to mean really miserable, you know? So you could say, yep, so last weekend it was raining. I didn't know what to do with myself. I had no plans. I felt down in the dumps, you know, a bit gloomy, a bit sad. An uphill struggle. Okay, if you're talking about something that's an uphill struggle, it's really difficult. So this could be good if you're asked to talk about a challenge that you had to do, or an achievement, something that was difficult that you accomplished. If you're talking about the process that you went through to achieve this, you could say it was an uphill struggle. Everything was difficult the whole way. Okay. And finally, the last straw. used if we want to talk about if things have been going badly and then one more thing happens that makes you just completely lose it. It was the last straw, okay? The last thing in a long list of bad things that happened today, and it just made me go, nope, I can't do it. Let's have a look and see. Oh, lovely. Jaja said feeling blue. Feeling blue is excellent. Yeah, I like that. Chip on your shoulder. Oh, okay. So yes, if you have a chip on your shoulder, like you're not very happy about something, or you're a bit bitter about something. Okay, this is excellent. Well done, everyone. I love how much interaction we had in the chat and in the comments. I really appreciate that. So well done. It is now time to do our speaking practice, okay? So I just have a little note for everybody listening along at home. So while you're listening to your classmates, I'd like you to write down any good vocabulary you hear them use and put it in the chat or the comments, okay? So if you can think or if you hear them say, I don't know, breathtaking, outstanding, down in the dumps, feeling blue, any of those idioms or those excellent adjectives that we looked at today, please do write them in the chat. Congratulate your classmates for using them. Okay, I'm now going to bring in people from the class to do some speaking part 2 practice with me. If you do not want to take part in this, can you please just write me a message in the chat, sorry, if you're at work. Michelle, I can see that you're on duty, so maybe you're not available to practice. That's fine. Just let me know in the chat so that I don't bring you into the class, okay? So let's have a look and see who is here. Okay, Lani, I don't believe we've met before, so I'm going to bring you in and see if you would like to take part. Okay, so let me bring in Lani. Hello, or is it Lainey? Sorry.
Hi.
Hi,
Good
is it
afternoon.
Lainey?
It's Lani.
Oh, it's Lani. I got it right the first time. How are you today, Lani?
I'm good.
Yeah, would you like to take part in speaking part 2 practice?
No problem. Thank you.
Oh, excellent. Okay. Is this your first time in the class?
Yes.
Okay, well, congratulations. Well done for taking part. I'm going to show you your speaking part 2 topic and give you 1 minute to prepare. So you can make some notes and prepare. And then I will ask you to speak to me about your card for 2 minutes. Okay?
Okay.
So, wonderful. Annie, let me show you. Here is your card. And your 1 minute preparation time starts now. Okay. Okay, so can I just encourage everyone listening along at home to also take part in this part of the class? So use the 1 minute, make your notes. Perhaps after Lani has finished speaking, you can go away and record yourself on your phone. It's very good practice. Okay. And of course, everybody remembering to write in the comments, write in the chat, the vocabulary you hear that you think is good. Okay. Okay. So Lani, that is your 1 minute preparation time. Are you ready to begin?
Okay.
Okay, off you go.
Can I start now?
Yes.
Events are very memorable for everyone, especially if it's really celebrated in a different way. As far as I can remember, during my daughter's 13th birthday, we celebrated it in a unique way because it's another milestone in her life. I want it to be cherished for the rest of her life. Though she had grown at an older age already, she can still remember those events that we have prepared for her. It happened last year here in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, where friends and family came over to prepare it because in this country it's difficult if you're alone. So I gathered my friends and my relatives to prepare. We set up one certain place. We call it Eseraha here, which is private. And everybody had enjoyed it. I saw children had a memorable experience in a way that we have different games, different themes for the dresses, and the food was amazing. They had also enjoyed the different varieties of food that we have prepared for her. And the most event or experience that I cannot forget about my daughter is her smile on her face. I can see that she's very, very happy during that time, that she cannot really forget that day in her life, that she can pass it on her children someday, that this is what my mom had done for me during this time, and it could she could even do it for her children someday. It's a memory that she could treasure for her lifetime, and it that I could really see in her face.
Lovely. Well done, Lani. So that was exactly 2 minutes that you spoke for. So well done. How did you feel during your speaking task?
A bit nervous. I have some lapses with my grammar probably, and I think I can feel that I have some words that I have repeated, and I still lack some vocabularies. I want to express something, but it's at the tip of my tongue.
Ah, okay. So you weren't able to find the word in the moment.
Yes.
Okay, well
Maybe
that's
because I'm a
normal.
bit nervous.
Yeah, well, it's very normal to be nervous, but well done for having a go anyway. That's what it's all about. So well done. So, Lani, I felt that your grammar was actually quite accurate. So, one thing I was listening for was making sure you were using past tenses accurately. That can be something we forget when we're describing an event in the past, but you were very consistent with that. And some vocabulary that I heard that was nice was unique, cherished. I think we had cherished earlier, and I like how you use that word in the sentence. That's great because it shows the examiner your range of vocabulary. So well done. One piece of advice I have for you is that sometimes I felt you were speaking a bit fast and could probably slow down and just pause a bit more. So kind of thinking about where you can pause while you're speaking, because sometimes your sentences were running quite long without much pausing. So that would be my recommendation to you. Just slow down a little bit, think a little bit more about pausing. But I think considering that's the first time you've come to the class and done that, and you, as you said, you felt nervous, I think you did an excellent job. So well done.
Thank you.
Do you have any questions?
No, thank you so much. I
You're
just want
very
to
welcome.
experience it. Thank you. Thank you. It's a
You're so
great
welcome. I'll
time.
hopefully see you again, Lani. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Bye. Okay, thank you so much to Lani. That was great. Always nice to have a first timer join the class. And thank you to Ismail on YouTube. I can see you noting down some of the vocabulary that Lani used. So thank you for encouraging your classmates in that way. Okay, let me see. I think I'm going to bring in Basa, because Basa, I don't think I've met you in the class before. So let's bring you in and see if you want to have a go.
Yes, ma'am.
Hello.
Thank you for the opportunity. Hi.
You're welcome. How are you today?
I'm good. How about you, ma'am?
Yes, I'm very good. Thank you. It's nice to meet you.
Oh,
Are you ready to try a part 2 speaking test?
yeah, sure. I would like to give it a go.
Good, excellent. That's the attitude to have. So let me show you your speaking card now. Okay, and I'm going to give you 1 minute to make your notes, okay? Okay, so once again, everybody, if you can remember to please encourage Basa by noting in the comments or in the chat words or phrases or good vocabulary that you think she uses. You can listen out for idioms, adjectives, things like that we've talked about in the class. Okay. Okay, Basa, that is your 1 minute preparation time. Are you ready to begin?
Yes.
Excellent. Okay, so your 2 minutes to speak starts now.
I'd like to talk about an interesting movie. Actually, it's an English movie named 50 Shades of Grey that I have watched back in 2018. And it was really my first experience, as it was quite romantic and full of uh, thrilling adventures. So at that time, as I was early teenage, I really enjoyed that, and I have a great experience watching the particular movie at cinema hall. Actually, that was in QFX, and the 3D effect actually that I can still remember. That was really breathtaking. So I can still feel, and I vividly remember that I really grabbed some narration. And the best part of the movie was the visualization. So visual effects and the character was truly so good. So if I ever get a chance, then I will definitely watch it over and again. Uh, and I have a great experience with that. So 50 Shades of Grey is the movie that I still vividly remember.
Have you finished, Basa? You've got 30 seconds left.
Oh, uh, um, from the movie that I have watched, I can conclude that people have to watch certain romantic movies so that they can add up some spice in their life, not just into horrors and thrillers. So I would definitely advise uh, some of teenagers or mainly young adults to give it a go for such movie.
Oh, well done, Basa. Excellent. I thought you did so well at just thinking of something to say to fill those final 30 seconds. Well done. It's very important in the part two of the IELTS speaking test that you try to speak for the full 2 minutes. If you stop before 2 minutes is over, you might be prompted to keep going. And that you did exactly the right thing. You just thought of something and you kept talking, which is perfect. So well done. How did you feel?
I used to talk more than 2 minutes. So my friends, while doing mock test, they used to cut off me. So just to avoid such thing, I try to be in time. But unfortunately, I quit quite earlier. So I feel bad for that. Anyways, I will do best in coming days.
Oh, no, but you did keep going when I prompted you. So that's the most important thing. So well done. What I really liked about when you were speaking was the intonation that you used to give meaning to what you were saying. As we know, intonation is very important in English. And when you were speaking, you had lots of rising, falling intonation, which made you more interesting to listen to. So it's really good to avoid that monotone voice. Oh, we've lost her. Oh dear, Basa, I'm sorry. I'm going to keep giving you your feedback just so that you can listen to it later. So yes, intonation was excellent. And let me bring her back in. Oh.
Yes, ma'am. Sorry, ma'am.
That's okay. And some lovely vocabulary. I heard breathtaking. I vividly remember. Add spice to your life. Lovely use of vocabulary. Just one grammatical error I heard. You said it was a movie I have watched in 2018. Remember, if we're using a fixed point of time in the past, we use the past simple. So a movie I watched in 2018, okay?
Oh, thank you.
You're very welcome. Do you have any questions?
No, ma'am. Actually, I have a problem with pronunciation, I guess, as per the feedback from my friends. So, how can I improve with the pronunciation?
Pronunciation, my recommendation for improving at home is to try listening to, you can listen to YouTube videos or watch Netflix and occasionally pause after a sentence and try to repeat it back. Try to imitate the stress, the pronunciation, the intonation of the speaker, and then you can play again, listen back. So just listening practice is great
yes.
for pronunciation, for improving pronunciation.
Mama, do I have to work on my pace? Like, shall I speak quite and slow pace, or is it okay?
You could probably pause a little bit more. At times you spoke a little bit fast, but it wasn't a huge problem. So you could slow down a little bit.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome, Basa. Nice to meet you. Have a great day. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, let's bring somebody else into the class then. Okay, let me just have a look because I can see. Okay, Selena, I can see you've written me a message. Would you like to come into the class? Let me bring you in and see if you would like to take part. Hi, Selena.
Hi, ma'am.
How are you?
Hello. Fine, ma'am.
Would you like to try part of the task now?
Okay, ma'am. This is my first time, though I am ready to talk.
Great. Well, we welcome first timers, and I realize that you might feel nervous, but don't worry, everybody feels that way. I'm going to give you your task and then give you 1 minute to prepare your notes. Okay. So this is your task, and you now have 1 minute to make some notes. Okay. Okay, just thank you to everybody on Facebook and YouTube and in the class who have been noting down the vocabulary that you've heard your classmates say. It's really encouraging for everybody. So that's lovely. Thank you for participating. Okay. Okay, Selena, that is your 1 minute preparation time. Are you ready to begin?
Yes, ma'am, I'm ready to talk.
Excellent. Okay, good luck. You can start.
It was quite tricky to pick one favorite person, though I would like to talk about one of my cousin whom I like very much. As I come from a close-knit family, and I spend a lot of time with many of my family members because there are lots of family get-togethers. Here I would like to talk about my cousin, who is actually my maternal cousin. As we are from the same family member, I know him from very beginning. But we haven't get much chances to grow together because he had born and brought up abroad. But since he returning from UK to Kerala in these days, we have got lot of chances to being together. And I like this person very much, mainly because he has a good sense of humor, as well as he is very social. He is like a social butterfly. And uh, as for me, I am exactly the opposite of that person. So whenever I am with this person, I feel I am out of my shell. and it gave me more confidence. And I believe that because he got the chance to live and work abroad, he become more confident. And while I am little bit nervous and a shy person and very much afraid to talk in front of him, but whenever I am with this person, I feel a a sense of well-being as well as confident, and I feel very self-esteemed about myself. And in these days, he helped me very much in learning this many foreign languages. So I found very very helpful in this person's company, and he's always my favorite person in the world. And because we are of almost same age, though we and in the mid of 30s, we have same emotions, the same group of friends, and we have got a lot of chances to meet each other. And whenever he was in our group, he was the um, shining star of the group, and he has giving more energy and fun to the group. And though he has worked abroad, he has lot of experiences regarding work and the culture of the people, and this is very helpful for me to learn about the foreign culture, and which
Okay,
will be
Selena. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm just going to stop you there. Sorry, I tried to stop you earlier, but my microphone was muted. It's wonderful that you've got so much to say about this person, but unfortunately, you've gone over the 2 minutes now, so I have to stop you because, of course, in the IELTS test, you will only have 2 minutes to speak. But well done for having so much to say about your cousin. How did you feel doing the task?
Really, it is a good experience for me because this is my first experience to speak with a foreign person. So I feel very nice.
Good.
Thank you for giving me such a great opportunity also.
Oh, you're very welcome. Well, it was great. It was my fault I didn't stop you sooner because my microphone was muted. But you really did manage to keep talking, which is good. So yes, remember the examiner will stop you at 2 minutes. They won't be as polite as I was. But it's good to just keep talking until they stop you. That's fine. I felt that you said you used lots of great vocabulary that I wrote down. You said social butterfly. I loved that. Close-knit family, family get-togethers, lots of great use of vocabulary. So well done, Selena. One thing I heard you mention, you said about feeling out of your shell. And you said, I think you said, when I am with him, I feel I am out of my shell. It's more common to say, like, he brings me out of my shell. So you might say, let me write it in the chat for you. So he brings me out of my shell. Rather than saying, I'm sorry, I've put it on Facebook. I didn't mean to do that. Instead of saying, I feel I am out of my shell, he brings me out of my shell is a more common way of expressing that idea. But it is a very nice idiom to use. So well done, Selena. Do you have any questions you wanted to ask?
Nothing special this time.
Okay, well, thank you so much for joining. Well done. It was great to meet you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you again in another class. Okay, thank you, Selena. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, so wow, we've got to the end of the class already. I feel that went very quickly today. Thank you so much, everyone, for participating in the class by doing some practice, and also on Facebook and YouTube, participating in the comments. That's great to see, so thank you. Jennifer is not going to be able to join us now, so I will quickly run through the reason why we are doing this is, of course, for our Kinetics scholarship. So if you weren't here at the beginning to listen to Jennifer talking about the scholarship that's on offer for nurses to come and work in the USA, I've popped the link in the chat already, but just to give you an idea of what's included on the course. So you will have the complimentary IELTS review course, free IELTS classes every week. So there's something every day, reading, writing, listening, speaking, grammar, all to help you prepare for your IELTS. Excuse me. We've got study groups and can link you up with study partners. So Jennifer's very good at that, finding you somebody to practice with wherever you are in the world. Of course, there's the Facebook group and the Telegram group. So the Telegram group is so useful for if you have questions, if you want to find a study partner or just ask something about the IELTS, we've got around-the-clock support for you in the Telegram group. You've got Jennifer, of course, who's the Kinetics IELTS support specialist, there to help answer any questions you might have. And of course, the very exciting monthly IELTS raffle. Okay, so that's not to be missed. Just to talk a little bit more about what's included on our Swoosh English IELTS preparation course. So we have 8 modules with 8 milestone tests. So this is designed to guide you through your IELTS preparation. At the end of each module, you'll take a milestone test to see how much you've learned, where you need to perhaps study a little bit more. You've got 20 writing corrections, so you can submit task 1 and task 2 to our expert IELTS teachers to correct and give you feedback. This is really useful because writing can often be the most difficult part of the IELTS test. We've got a huge bank of recorded live classes from ex-IELTS examiners, as well as, of course, the live classes that you can attend. We have mock exams and sample essays for you to look at, so you can test where you currently are by taking the mock exams, look at other essays and compare them to yours. Can set you up with speaking partners, like I said. And of course, there is around-the-clock support from Swoosh and Kinetics. So really, we've prepared a great course to really help you pass your IELTS, get the score that you need. I can see people asking for the link. So here we go. Let me post it into the chat as well. So if you are interested and you would like to sign up and be able to come and attend these classes for real, I'm posting the link into the comments right now. So head over to here, sign up today, and maybe I will meet you in our next IELTS class. It would be lovely to meet you all. So just a reminder that the next live IELTS class will be next Friday, the 29th of April. Okay, so if you would like to join, please do so. Maybe we can do a practice IELTS test together. Okay, so it was very nice to meet all of the new people taking part today. Great to see so many people interacting, and I will see you again very, very soon. Thank you so much, everybody.